First off, I want to thank everybody for attending this webinar. It's very important as we approach retirement that we make the right decisions, and this is a big deal. And please consider with me this number that you see on the screen right now. Do you have any idea what that number represents? That's approximately the number of people in this country who are licensed to manage your life savings. In other words, that's the approximate number of people in our country that call themselves financial advisors. I would argue that one of the most important financial decisions you have to make for retirement to live a successful retirement is who you choose to work with as your financial advisor. The financial advisor you choose to work with is going to influence virtually every financial decision that you make. Whether it's how you're going to handle inflation, rising healthcare costs, taxes, how to handle your money so that it lasts as long as you do. That person will significantly influence those decisions. And what we're going to learn today is a little known mistake when it comes to your retirement planning, which can lead to an outcome you did not plan on. So let's keep that in mind. Now, one of the things that people often don't understand about our industry is that there are two basic types of advisors. The first is what I affectionately refer to as Lou the Butcher. Lou is a good guy. You may know a butcher just like him. He runs a great little shop with lots of loyal customers. There's nothing wrong with Lou. He is a good guy, and that's his job to sell meat. Lou's job is to sell meat. If you're interested, he will sell you meat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then there's Nancy, the dietitian. Now, what's her job? Nancy's job is to give you an overall plan that best suits your health. She'll tell you if meat is appropriate. Hey, nothing wrong with that. But chances are she'll probably also say things like, hey, we need to watch your red meat intake, and we need to make sure that you're having a certain number of fruits, vegetables, grains, and maybe dairy. Now, in the financial industry, the reason I bring these two up is that in our industry, we have two levels of responsibility to you, the client. One level is called suitability. Essentially, many financial advisors fall into this camp and are a lot like Lou the Butcher. Basically, they're salespeople. Their responsibility is to ensure the product they recommend meets your stated needs and objectives, and nothing less and absolutely nothing more. The other level of responsibility or care, it's what's known as a fiduciary. Fiduciaries have the legal and moral and ethical responsibility to do what's in your best interest. You come first, not the advisor. I just imagine that if I'm in your shoes, if I'm making or talking to a financial advisor, I would assume that he or she may have your interest at heart. But do they really? There are many broker-dealer representatives who provide financial recommendations who are held to a suitability standard. At a high level, what that means is they are only required to meet your needs and objectives with no requirement to disclose their conflicts of interest. If an advisor is able to charge upfront commissions but tells you that he can say, oh, I can charge fees just like a fiduciary, you may want to run for the hills. This could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. As fiduciaries, we're required to disclose any such conflicts of interest to you, our client. Everything is transparent inside of our office. By the way, the reason we talk about this and tell you this is because we are fiduciaries, and we take our level of responsibility very seriously. Call Tradewell Tax and Financial for a no-obligation meeting. We will listen and learn what your goals are, what money means to you, and to see if we may be able to help. Again, I want to thank everybody for attending this webinar, and you can always go to tradewelltax.com and give us a like on Facebook.